Hey everyone, welcome back to another vlog. Thank you so much for being a part of these vlog series. Honestly, I get so much pleasure and happiness doing these vlogs, and it's really cool to see kind of like the behind the scenes, what's going on. Right behind me, we got a little setup right now because we're doing a really cool recording all the YouTube content for all of our AI videos and everything like that. So I figured I'd create a really cool scenery in the background. If you can kind of check it out with the RX-7 there, got all the products line, but I figured I'd create this little vlog just to kind of show you, Hayes Detail Shop, what I've done to this business, what Matt has done. I just want to quickly run through it, make this a really fun, easy 10-minute video, just so you guys can get a little taste of who I am, what I've done for Hayes Detail, and why I am so passionate about this business. When I first came in to this industry, after being in car sales and power sports industry, all that kind of stuff, I always wanted to be in the detailing industry. Why? I've been in everything else. I was an apprentice mechanic, I was a service advisor, car sales, finance manager, and I always loved the detailing industry because it was a business that I thought, this is the type of business that could have reoccurring revenue every 6 months to a year. And it's with my passion. Like ever since I was 10, 12 years old, I've always loved cars. And ever since I was maybe 15, 16, no, I'd say more closer to 18, I always had a passion for muscle cars, and then it kind of changed into import cars, which is why I have the RX-7 now. But it was kind of interesting. I left the last job that I had at a place in Oakville. Almost spoiled it there. Don't need to get into that. But I ended up leaving because it was just toxic. It was terrible workplace environment. The boss, terrible. He was a great business person, hands down, but terrible mentor. And I'll say that to his face next time I see him. Or maybe he's watching this video. And if you are a terrible mentor. But I created the products line because I felt like it was my way in. And the way I thought about it was, I knew about Hayes Detail for the longest time because I ended up working down the street at a tire shop when I first started my apprentice mechanic. And I always knew about Hayes Detail, very well-known detailing business. And the way it kind of started was my cousin and I had a podcast, knew Matt Hayes personally, and he invited him onto our podcast. And that's when I got to learn more about him, got to know more about like his story, why he got into detailing, and everything behind it. And I was like, man, 20 years of being in a small little town, Dundas. And I had this idea. I was like, man, this guy's been in business for 20 years. How cool would it be if we kind of added some product to his business, Hayes Detail products, and it would be something that could grow outside of Dundas. And I really thought and envisioned this like really cool product line. And I made it exactly like for Hayes Detail, everything that Matt Hayes stood for, because I just really wanted to be a part of a product brand. And I'll grab you a bottle here just so you can kind of see it. You can see it there? That's our quick detail. That is our most popular product. And I had this vision of being a part of the detailing industry 8 years ago. When we first launched the product, it was awesome. Our first car show was Import Fest. We ended up doing $2,000 in sales on our very first day, just by simply talking to people and saying, hey, we're made in Canada. We're a local brand looking to inspire other influencers and brands and looking to be the next biggest car cleaning product brand in Canada. But that'll eventually be the US. But we got to start somewhere first, right? It was really fun. But then, unfortunately, the partnership between my cousin and I went sour real quick. And then, of course, I came to Matt and I said, listen, I don't know if the product business is going to last. And he said, well, why not? Why can't we do it? But I need help taking over the operations of Hayes Detail. So what ended up happening was I had to make a decision. I was like, well, he needs help with a service shop because it was struggling at the time. And, he was burnt out after 20 years of doing the same thing, talking to customers, dealing with employees, handling obstacles, challenges. And the business honestly wasn't growing. Like it just was stagnant for 20 years. Don't get me wrong. It went through a recession. It went through some ups and downs, a lot of pros and cons within this industry. But when COVID hit, there was a lot of competition, mobile guys, a lot of guys in Hamilton all of a sudden coming out of the woodwork. Like we are the only detailing shop in Dundas, but in my opinion, I would say we are the best in Hamilton. But again, It doesn't matter about the detailing. It matters what the business is doing in sales. Forget about the work. What business is going to stay in business the longest, right? And that's where I came in. When I came in here, there was miserable staff. Everyone was dragging their feet. The pricing didn't make sense. Like, we were doing stuff because it was a good deal for the customers, but we didn't realize that we were losing money. So after 10 years of being in sales, marketing, everything like that I've been a part of, and all the mentors that I've had in my life, I said, you know what? I want to take on this challenge. I want to start from actually ground zero. I literally came in here and I started doing the insides. I started polishing. I started doing the oil sprays. I started doing ceramic coatings. I literally started a different career and went from the bottom and worked my way up. And I proved myself not only to the staff, because I didn't want to just show up here and be all of a sudden the manager and telling people what to do. I wanted to learn this industry and what it was about. So I learned. It took me about 6 months to 8 months to get it myself to understand what the chemicals, the products, the way you clean things, how you do it, everything like that. Needless to say, we then quickly switched things around. We got a new staff, better working environment. We created commissions. We created bonuses. We created just a better working environment. And then we ended up changing our pricing structure. We literally had like 4 or 5 different things on our menu before. And then after I got a hold of it, we ended up having 33 different things. And that might sound complex, but the idea is to create more opportunities, more upsells, give customers another reason why they want to use Hayes Detail. We started offering tinting, PPF, different types of ceramic coating, different types of paint corrections, different types of interior, but not making it confusing for the clients. Right? You with me so far? Like, sometimes I look at these other detail shops and I look at their booking form and it's confusing the second I look at the booking form. Nothing against them, but are they putting themselves in the customer's shoes? So we ended up creating tier packages. The reason why I like packages versus quotes, okay, is because in my opinion, it's easier to upsell somebody from a bronze to a silver to gold, and a gold to a diamond. Those are our 4 tiers. And quite honestly, I would say 8 out of 10 customers, I wouldn't say easily, but as long as you suggest it and you give enough reason why they should go to the next service up, then they're pretty inclined to want to do it. But you have to have enough reason. You have to teach them and educate them within 30 seconds in order for them to give you that yes. So that's what we worked on. We created on a new system. We created better efficiency. We got cars done faster. Needless to say, we took Hayes Detail Shop that was doing $200K in 2023, that was losing money, okay, let's put that in perspective, to $400,000. I think it was $415,000 at the end of 2024. We were positive by close to $40,000. That's a huge swing in 1 year. Just because we had better systems, we had better team, we had better work culture, and everything just kind of meshed together. So the reason why I'm here is to learn and understand the industry so I can implement things into this business and teach you how to do it. I'm learning a lot about AI, how to incorporate AI into your system so you don't have to go and hire an administration assistant, so you don't have to waste time on dealing with marketing agencies, creating your own ad campaigns, etc. I am learning all this through Hayes Detail Shop so I can teach it to you so you don't have to spend 2 to 3 years like I did trying to figure it out, and 10 years of marketing and sales. Right? That's a long time. So I'm here to give you everything that I've learned. And that's why I've created HDP Academy. So that way we have great like-minded guys like me, like you, that want to be in the same room talking about the same thing and understanding what makes us successful in the future. Because if you're not planning for your future, if you're not excited about what's coming, then why are you doing what you're doing? You probably started your detailing business because it was a good, fun idea, right? Everyone was talking about it. You probably thought, hey, I could do that. And all of a sudden you realized how difficult it was wearing all the hats, finding out all the chemicals, finding the customers, dealing with employees if you have any, and then everything that comes with owning a business, marketing, accounting. Needless, do I have to go on? No, there's a lot to running a business. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm creating killer content with the RX-7. That's why I'm here teaching you guys how to incorporate AI, because it's important. You need to learn how to grow your business, but reduce your costs. That's the whole point, is to make as much profit as possible so you can reinvest that money back into your business and have a sustainable business. Needless to say, this is just the start of great things that are coming. And these series of videos are going to be amazing. But what's going to be the best part of your life this year, the best day, is going to be October 24th, when I have a live event showcasing you how you can incorporate AI into your business seamlessly, low cost entry, and really you could probably have 4 different softwares cheaper than an employee for 1 week. That's how crazy technology is coming. And if you're not ahead of the curve, if you're not willing to learn, then guess what? You are going to be at the back of the line trying to figure out why all these guys are growing and you're sitting in the back, okay? So hey, if you want to be a part of this journey, then click that link below. Secure your spot for October 24th and watch these next series of videos, because things are going to get intense. And I appreciate you being a part of these vlogs, watching the AI videos and how do you incorporate into your AI. And this is just the beginning. With the Detail Consultant, HDP Academy, Team HDP, Hayes Detail Products, there's a lot coming. And I'm so excited for you to be a part of it. I'm so excited for me just to meet amazing people like you. But hey, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, whether it's via Instagram or email, whatever the case is. I'd love to talk to you. If you're the type of person who wants more in your life, who wants to actually grow and be better with your business, then please, let's connect. I'm more than happy to have a free conversation with you, because I also want to learn from you. Right? You have something that I want to know too. So let's do it together. That's the whole point, right? You're in your own city. I'm in my city. I'm going to conquer my city, and I hope you conquer your city. That's the point. We are doing this together. So why not try to grow together instead of feeling like it's a competition left, right, and center? I'd rather grow with people. So hey, stay driven, guys. Really appreciate you being a part of these videos. And here's to the next one.